Let's try and keep this one moving. Let's try and keep this one snappy. So we're going to talk about the Jay Slater case. Surprise, surprise, the Jay Slater case. Now, I have been getting kind of bored with talking about the case. Now, I've been putting up videos on my other channel about Jay Slater. But the trouble is, some people have been putting up an awful lot more. Now, I don't want to get into a wrangles of some kind of argument. Perhaps have I put on once a week or once a fortnight? Maybe in some periods I've put a couple of them within a week. But some people are still putting on after, is it 7, 8 months, 9 months? Some people are still putting on 5 or 6 a day. Is this because there are 5 or 6 bits of information every single day? I'm just asking, is there 5 or 6 bits of information each day on a video? I'm not against you. I'm just stating something. I'm just stating something because I'll get on to what Warren said to a big creator, that's Wax, in one moment. But let's get into this. So, come on, a bit closer to my new channel and welcome to Don's Courtroom. This is a new channel. Please like and subscribe. I want to split the channels for obvious reasons. We know why. Okay, so why so many? Just be honest, creators that are doing it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I would probably do it if I had time. I haven't. I'm working. So, and I know you work as well. You creators are working as well, and there are 4, 5, 6 creators doing that and have been doing that. In the first few months, it was probably all of us. We were putting lots up because there was lots of information. But I don't see the information. I really don't. I'm not having a go. But come on. You're doing it for views. You're doing it for money. There's nothing wrong with that. You're supplementing your income. You're self-employed. You can work it in between what you're doing. You probably work on online computers and you're making videos in between your work, which is... it's kind of fine. But let's get on to what Warren said. Warren made a comment. Now, he hasn't been talking to Wax all the time. He has been speaking to Wax in the past. I think he made 1 or 2 references or comments before, but he's not ongoing. So he has said, when Wax raised a question about something, as we do, we have many questions, he said, give it a rest. What would he mean by that? What do you think he would mean by that? What do you think he would mean by that? He's saying, in my view, he's not saying that, oh, my son just walked off a cliff. What he's saying, in my eyes, this is my view, what he's saying is, I am banging my head, I bang my head against a brick wall, as you good people are, creators are, and you want the police to step in. The police, the Keystone Cops, both in Spain and in this country. That's what I call them, because that's what I think that they are, the Keystone Cops. They're not having an inquiry, they're not having an inquest, in my mind. 2 people, at least 2 people I know that are kind of, are they key? They might not be key, but they were originally key. Witnesses or additives to the case. They're saying that there is going to be an inquest. I don't think personally there is. I thought that there was on the 25th of January. Mark Williams Thomas is one of those. He did about 3 or 4 days work on the case. Okay, fine, great, but that was it. He didn't know everything. He thought that he did. He did a 180-degree turn, as the other guy that I'm thinking about. I won't go on about the other guy because I've not got nothing against him. I've got a little bit against Mark Williams Thomas, not for the effort that he put in, but for what he was saying afterwards and being all smug and everything and getting on with all his his other cases that he was going on about. He likes the attention. Do I like attention? I do like attention. I've always said that I've self-diagnosed ADHD, but I probably haven't. I don't know. I diagnosed my brother with it. Has he got it? I don't know. Have you got it? Maybe you have. I won't go into family history. Dad, have you got it? A little bit. I don't know. We play the fool sometimes to get a laugh. That must be in some ways going towards a hint of ADHD. I digress. So what I think Warren is saying is he is sick and tired of fed up with trying to get the police to do anything because they never did. He was doing a lot of the searches, as it looked, on his own with a few other people. Nobody else was interested. Let's go into Ahab. Ahab himself said he went to the police and wanted to give a statement. The police said, no, we know all about it. And he said, no, I was the last person who saw Jay. I took him up to the Airbnb, kind of almost a key witness. And they just said, oh, no, don't worry, we know about it. He's gone missing there, that's it. And they wanted to just push him away. And if he hadn't forced himself in and said, no, I am giving a statement, they would have just pushed him away. That's it, gone, poof. The same is happening with another case. That's the John George case. But I'll go into that. I'll put that on the other channel. So I'll do Jay Slater for this channel and I will do John George. For that one, I'll do two separate ones so you can view two separate ones. So Warren is he realises at the end of the line. What can he do? All the creators are doing it, have done it already. They want an inquest, they want an inquiry. They want the police to do something about it. Right from kickoff they did. Probably Warren did as well. That's why he went to the cafe, the Airbnb, Ophelia, and he didn't seem convinced. Things were wrong right from kickoff, right from there. But he was probably frustrated. Nothing was happening. The authorities were doing nothing. They appeared to put obstacles in the way. It's very odd. The authorities just don't want to know, but they don't do things right. A key witness, and they're saying, no, go away, we know about him, that's fine. Fly back to Britain, that's fine, Ahab. No problem. They had not a clue. Didn't have a clue. We all knew. We all knew what was happening, the ins and outs, just by looking at news cuttings, news articles, what was going on. We knew about it, but the police were like, oh, mañana. What? Absolutely crazy. So Warren, his dad, close to Jay, rest in peace, has had a gutful. That's why. He's probably fed up with it. That's in my view. I might be completely wrong. But when the family say, perhaps they need to make an official statement and say stop, and I'll stop. There are a number of other creators who said that they will stop as well. Because you can only do so much. If there's no inquest, no inquiry, then we just talk about it forevermore, making assumptions as such. And they are assumptions as such. It's like the latest issue from Rachel saying, you're a fine one to talk, Warren, blah, blah, blah. And there was something going on there, but we don't know, do we? We don't know. We don't know what happened to Jay 100%. We know it's suspicious. And we're thinking, yeah, he didn't jump off a cliff, fall off a cliff. But we don't really know 100%. We don't know an awful lot in that way. All we know is what's happening all around it, buzzing all around. Let me clear up an opinion as well that was raised by a couple of creators. Good creators, great, quite thorough. They said, why did Chris Tenerife not go to the funeral? If he was emotionally involved in the case, he did a lot of work searching, why didn't he go to the funeral? Because, in my view, it's a long way away. It's a long way away. He's got a business, so he's probably working. Does he pay or does the family pay for him? I don't know. So it is an awful lot of buying. So that's probably why I didn't go to the funeral. If it was in the same village, the Spanish village up the road, he probably would have gone. But it's a long way. In my view, that's why. There's nothing sinister, in my opinion, about that. Perhaps I'm paying the devil's advocate, and I'm a fine one to talk, really, aren't I, making videos and things. As I said about monetized, this video, Don's Courtroom, not monetized at all. I'm just doing this purely. Do I enjoy it? Enjoy is not the word, is it? Enjoy is not the word. I try to. I can't entertain, but I try to entertain. I can't, but it's like my intros. I'm thinking about making some more intros, but some people like them, some people don't. I know that a lot of the time they're inappropriate, but it's just to spread some sort of, I don't know, view or interest of true crime in a whole. So it's putting on a dramatic presentation because it's true crime to captivate that audience in an intro, as you get on true crime documentaries, TV shows. That's what that is. It's not aimed to upset anybody. I know that it does, but that's it. And I can stop it. I can just be totally serious. It's boring. I'm boring enough, you know. So give me some kind of, I don't know, give me some kind of way in to captivate somebody in some ways. Perhaps somebody watched the intro after the intro. Oh, that's boring. But that's why I was going to do some stunts. I was going to do some more intros. I was going to get them filmed, either by myself or somebody else helping out. And just I don't know, make it more interesting. But people don't want that. They don't want that. But anyway, perhaps I won't do that. But I had some good big ideas of filming something. So the intros would be quite a lot of work, and I could use different intros for different video scenarios, etc. Perhaps save certain ones to be appropriate certain videos, and I don't know, like that. I don't know. But put down in the comments what you think about what Warren said, Jay's dad. Is he just getting sick and tired of all the videos? In the view of the videos just being some kind of money-making exercise, or I don't know, what do you think? Just remember, in true crime, as all the creators will tell you, some of them go amber. So that means, actually, do I know what it fully means? They don't put adverts unsuitable for the type of video. So something's mentioned in there that the algorithm picks up that it doesn't like. It might be the mention of rugs, it might be the swear word, it might be something like that that's inappropriate for an advertiser, so it won't get monetized, or it'd be amber, not green. And green means it is you put an advert on there, you'll get you, I don't know, what is it for 1,000 views? Is it 31p or 61p? And I don't know how they work it out, but something like that. So it's not an awful lot, but if you've got lots of subscribers, lots of likes, lots of views, it's going to add up and give you, perhaps if you do it full time, it's probably going to give you near enough a full-time wage if you're across the platforms, as Duncan is doing, building up at the moment. So this banning bit of, I know, not liking what somebody said, and they've said things themselves hypocritically, and they've got somebody banned because they're not copyright strike, but they've struck their channel in some ways. They're just going to invent another channel, and they're going to go stronger. It's like killing, like, is it Darth Vader killing Obi-Wan Kenobi? If you kill me, I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. It's a bit like that, really, isn't it? So you could just keep making new channels, different email addresses, new channels, and it could just go on and on and on and on. So it's not worth it. Just leave them to it. Duncan knows. He's more, I'd say, more diplomatic perhaps about what he says, thinks about what he says. He does want, he'd rather have answers to why people think of him in that way. I've already said, and he probably knows that he's a bit outward with what he says, and I wouldn't have chose that way. People do things wrong and I give them a bit of leeway for doing things wrong. Certain families, I'm not squeaky clean, not saying I am, so I have a bit more leeway perhaps than someone who sticks to the right side of the law. So I'm as disappointed as anyone else that there isn't going to be an inquest or an inquiry. Don't quote me on that. Tomorrow perhaps there could be. All open up, and perhaps I don't think they were looking into it, and I don't think they ever will. I don't think they were at all right from kick-off. This was apparent because they didn't, and I always mention this, they didn't take the phone data and look at everybody's, I'm talking about everybody's phone data involved. Even people within the nightclub at that time, take their phone data, have a look. They might have been filming, they might have been texting, oh, look at that, some bloke over there. Oh, look, there's another bloke looking at him funny. You know, it might pick up that type of conversation. In my mind, I would have asked for everybody's ticket, who was there, and then say, can you form a queue and come and bring your phone along to a community centre if you want to help out a poor lad that was killed. He might have been into something dodgy, but it didn't seem justified. Can you come along with your phone? We're just going to have a look at your texts. Did you see anything? Blah, 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 blah. Kind of old days without phones. Remember the old days when they used to do it? A local community centre, open it up, and if anything happened untowards in that village, that little village, they'd ask everybody, they'd ask passing lorry drivers, did you pass through? Could you pop in perhaps, you know, give us a call or something, you know? But none of that. None of that seems to have happened. It's disappointing. Why? Why hasn't that happened in this case? And many other cases as well. I can think of 4 or 5 cases where the authorities and the police have just not been bothered. And in fact, if it wasn't for the intervention of social media and certain people taking notice, they wouldn't have bothered with certain things that they did anyway, a second inquest and things like that. They wouldn't have bothered. So social media does help in that way. It can be a pain in other ways. And I know what you mean, you video after video, and it doesn't seem anything quite new or different. It seems videos are being regurgitated. And I know we lie in bed, I do it myself, and we think up things and we think, wonder if that's that. And, must make a video and then tell people that. I've probably done the same thing. So, that's got me that thing, and let's mention that thing, and there's no basis to it. And what happened? I know you were emailing me, I won't mention names, but they were emailing me saying Jay is still alive, Jay is only on paper. And then I was holding back, and I sort of mentioned it in some sort of subtle way, but some creators were going, boom, Jay is alive, Jay is on paper, Jay is there, Jay is this. Very dangerous saying it like that in a direct manner, because people get influenced, don't they? He might well be alive, I don't know, but it was adamant as Jay alive, just because somebody said, Jay's alive. I think Jay's alive, blah, blah, blah. The fact that it might, in my opinion, because of the lack of identity on that body, it might not be Jay in that casket. Simply on the lack of identity on that body. They'd said it just fingerprints. The family weren't allowed to perhaps look in. I know it's a bit of a mess. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not very nice viewing somebody, whatever state of composition they're in is not nice to see, but I don't know, having a more of a first hand checking and going, oh, can we have a look at that? Can we have a look at those fingerprints? Can we have a look at that? The chief identity, can we get that? Can we have a look? Is it possible? Is there a height? Is there a height on that personal body? Is there, something? I don't know, something. Maybe not even viewing the body, but having first hand with the people that the forensic team that are looking into it, being first hand, being there perhaps with them. I would like to see more of that going on, not only on this case, but in other cases. It would be great if they did, because it seemed like it's just kicked off to a dead start, and that was it. Didn't want to see or interview or have a statement from one of the key witnesses. Oh dear, downhill from there. Please like and subscribe. New channel, not being paid for it at all. Don's Courtroom. I'll put it in the description. I'll also put it on the other channel. And that was quite quick. That was a bit too quick. From going really slow to really rattling on. Wasn't too dramatistic, was it? But anyway, as always, it is getting dark. It is still cold in the UK. So stay warm when you go to bed tonight. Don't have any nasty dreams. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. It's free. It does help in some ways. Thank you.